But don't let everybody just make it seem like, oh, no, it's just all mansion and 5-star dinners all day, and people are just serving you, and you just hit a call up, and the dietitian and nutrition just come up. And big dude's been waiting on for a microwave for 3 months, two months. A microwave. And we won 9 in a row.
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, Arnold Lewis. I help athletes prepare mentally for a life of overseas basketball. If you want to know about overseas basketball, then this is the place to be, man. Please do me a huge favor. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, if you're listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, make sure you guys follow along with the journey of being a pro overseas hooper. Listen, what I like about this journey is the authenticity of it. The authenticity of everything that I'm doing in my current life right now. Like everything that I'm doing at all points in life right now, I want to be as genuine and as real as I possibly can be in this journey, this road, this life. Because there's so many fakes and people trying to copy another person and think that I have to do exactly what the next person do to be able. Everybody's created different to have their own path, to show people that there are different ways to make it in life, to make it as a pro, to make it in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life in general. And for me, that's my continuing pursuit of trying to be the best basketball player I can possibly be. Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go. The best of my abilities that God has blessed me with, the best thoughts and thinking process that I need to continuously learn, adapt, apply to my life in order to bring forth this dream and vision that I have of myself of being the best I could be. I fully 100% trust my journey now. That I wasn't always like that. I wasn't always here. I didn't always have a network. I didn't always decide that every week I'm going to get online and just start talking about the things that are going to benefit anyone who's willing to listen, whether that be becoming a pro one day or that is just this beautiful road we call life. Because you know what I realized? I was not prepared for the real aspects of life. Not putting any blame or anything on my parents or the people around me, because everyone's just living their experience and by what someone taught them before that. So for me, no one really gave me the game on how to be a pro. No one gave me the game. I didn't have someone I could sit and talk to and say, hey, go here, go there, do this, do that. This is what I did wrong. This is what I should have done. Just a list of things that you can do to get you started. This is what this station is for. This is what this network is for. This is what this whole podcast is all about. It's just about understanding that someone said, there is something that I want to do. And there's something that was missing, and all I want to do is give that back because I know someone else is going to have that same experience. And at least what I've learned in my experience of life is that the best thing I can do is just give them the information on what I wish I would have known. And that's why we're here today. And I like to just start off because sometimes I'll be doing shows with the guests, and sometimes I just come on and these really just be my inner dialogue, my inner monologue of what I'm going through as a pro, as 10 years in, the regular life situations. Because we, especially as newer players, will come over here and not be mentally prepared to understand the life processes that continues to grow and change while you're out of your natural environment, which is your country, whatever country you're from, whatever you grew up in, that was your natural environment. America is my natural environment. But when I leave there and I have my family, my daughter, my house, my cars, my business, like bank and everything is all set up in a different country, we kind of just lose touch with that and not really focus on the things that we need to do to sustain that or grow it. No one talked to me about the growth process. Where is the growth conversation to being an overseas pro? Where is the growth process? Because I am currently in my growth process, and all of this is a part of my growth process. I had a thought one day. For me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, my secret place, like there's two places that always gives me the most ideas. When I'm in the shower and when I'm walking with no music or nothing. Solo walks by myself on the street. For some reason, I just come up, ideas just hit me. In this shower is when I came up with this concept of starting this network, starting this journey. Continuously learning that every step and every day that I take is a part of the process of life, in the growth process of my life. Deciding I'm going to shoot today. I'm going to get up and I'm going to record and I'm going to set the cameras up and I'm going to get the laptop and I'm going to do the lights and I'm going to get the other lights and then I'm going to get the fan to make sure I cool down the camera because the camera sometimes gets too hot. Make sure I have a stand for the mic. Don't put the mic too close because if you put the mic too close, it's going to distort the sound and you don't want to distort the sound. And then when I get on here, I have to make sure I'm very engaged because I want to really get the message across. I want to really get you to understand what I'm talking about. So in order to do that, I have to mentally get myself prepared. I have to plan. I have to just sit and think for a while. How can I be as engaging and get the information across to whoever decides to tune in and listen in? Because even though this is about me, like this is about me, but the part of me that this is about is how can I better serve and give out the information and the processes that I'm trying to put out in a way that whoever's listening can get value from it. I'm not just up here rambling. I'm not just up here just wanting you to just hear me talk because I have nothing to talk about and you're just bored so you decide to tune in. It's about really tapping into what it is that you're supposed to be doing in your life and trying to do every little single step to get to that process, no matter what. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what obstacle comes in your way. You're in a pursuit of just wanting to understand that I am going to get there no matter what. And I'm going to do everything to try to master that or try to be the best I can at whatever it is I'm doing. That's a part of my growth process. Me personally. Because this is just sometimes where I just get to unleash the inner thoughts of my mind. Hence the title name, Arnold's Thoughts. I even come down and write. I say, okay, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I'm gonna talk about like that a little bit, and it don't always be like that. I gotta let it flow first. Authenticity. I have to let it flow first. I have to let y'all understand the processes of the mind, of what's just going on in my mind. It's just get better, get better, get better, get better, but get better, get better, get better, get better. What are we doing today to get better? What are we doing to understand that your growth process is meant to be everything that is happening in your current situation? We need to do more accepting of everything that is happening in our current lives. I have to accept the ups and the downs. I have to accept that I'm in the route of achieving everything that I said I want. As I may not be there circumstantially, like I can't physically see it, but mentally I can see it. I feel it. You can go so much as to taste it. Taste the drink, taste the ice cream, taste the food now in your mind of where it is that you want to be. Growth. What is the growth process? Accept the growth process. Sometimes people want to come to you and say that, you know what, why aren't you in the NBA? Why aren't you making $1 million on per contract? Has not been my growth process. That's not the path that was laid out for me. Like, this is the path. I have to go this route, and then I have to do this, and then get there and do this, and jump over this hoop and do this, and crawl under here. But I'm okay with that. Why are you not okay with my growth process? The deepest thing and the most realest thing someone said to me, and I had no choice. I had no choice but just to accept it, was, you can't rush my growth. Because I was trying to push someone into doing something that I believe was beneficial for them. And when they told me, you can't rush my growth, it was like the light bulbs went off, and it was a revelation for myself. It was a revelation for myself to understand other people's life and putting myself in the shoes of other people, and not only thinking of myself, but understanding that this whole life is just a beautiful journey that you just have to accept and just be grateful for every single day. I have to be grateful for that every single day, that I'm not where I'm at, that I'm trying to arrive, because there's still parts of me that I'm working to prepare for that place that I see myself. You have to be grateful for the times that you're not where you're supposed to be in your mind. You're not there yet, because life is still preparing you for when you arrive. If you get there too early, if you get there not when you're supposed to, or not when you're ready. I got the 10 million. Do you have the $10 million mind? An entrepreneur or a speaker, someone I said, like, does it really matter if you give someone 10 million or $1 million if their mindset isn't ready and have grown to handle $1 million? You're not going to be able to even benefit from it, because it's not, you haven't reached there. A lot of guys want to be professional players, but their mindset hasn't reached to the process of being a pro yet. You haven't even reached the mindset to even be a pro. However, you want to be a pro. You want to live overseas. You want to live this life. You're so ready to get to this life that you think that you're ready for, but your mindset wasn't ready for it. And that's what a lot of guys, it's a lot of guys that are talented, a lot of guys that are good, that got skill. It's very far often than most, you're gonna find guys that can generally play. They might not be as good as you, or you might not think they're the best. However, they were good enough to get an opportunity, and that goes far. Now, what you do with that opportunity really depends on you and how hard you work and whatever your journey is. However, for the most part, most of the guys that are playing are there for a reason, or they got there for their opportunity. But they don't last there because it takes a different type of mindset from year 1 to year 5, from year 5 to year 10. Your mindset has to be on a different level. You have to have had grown and adapted to new situations to be able to survive for 5 years. And it's crazy that I say, people think that, oh, you can go for 5 years and that's not, no, it's literally like survival. I survived 10 years of overseas basketball. More so than I did 10 years or I played for 10, I survived 10 years. Because you got to think about it. At a constant time, they're trying to get rid of you. That is probably the best example or the best mindset I could at every given opportunity. Not every time, but 90% of the time they're trying to get rid of you. So you're constantly proving every single day how good you have to be. There is no, I've reached, and I think that's what sometimes the mindset is, I made it overseas. I made it. Made it to what? Poverty? Because technically most guys that are getting money, the contracts they're getting is pretty much poverty rated contracts when it's coming out. So you've made it to poverty. Congratulations. You've made it to having more pressure. Congratulations. If you're not ready for it, your mindset has to be ready for it. You can't reach to be with the mindset of a 10-year professional if you're only a year or two, because it's 8 years away. All I got to do is continuously prepare myself every single day for what it is that I say that I want to be. If I want to be a pro, am I preparing every single day to make it 10 years in this game? Am I making it? Am I doing that? Am I preparing every day? Am I stretching? Am I reading? Am I working on my communication skills? Am I working on my game every day? Am I seeking out mentors? Mentors are the hack of life. This is free mentorship. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't believe me. Don't get your mind right. Don't think about the things that are going to progress you forward. Don't think about investing. Don't think about putting your money up. Don't think about taxes. Don't think about credit. Don't think about getting a new skill and earning money on the side. Just play 2K all day. Just go to the club all day. Just do that. I did it. That's how I started. I'm not even going to care about it. The first like 7 to 8 years of my career was just 2K and going to the club. 2K and going to the club. Parlaying out. No one ever like, hey, maybe for an hour a day, you just study this new course or something real quick and you can pick up another skill. Because no one really talked about that growth process of, hey, once you reach something, you've got those habits now to be, if you got the habit to be able to last for 10 years to being a pro, then you're going to have the habit to put that into something else. So why not have two skills? If I'm getting paid at the level of a professional basketball player, I could take that, because it's the same habit, I could just put it into something different and then be able to do this as well, because I've already accumulated the habit here. Now I'm accelerating my growth because I'm not one-dimensional anymore. I'm not just a basketball player. I can also do this. I'm also owner of a network and a content creator. So now I take the same habits, getting up, editing. Someone asked me the other day, they was like, do you do everything in your show? I do everything. The mics, the cameras, the laptop, the editing, the thumbnails. And I enjoy it because I know the process of, I now have the understanding from when I was first starting off playing basketball. When I was first starting playing basketball, I remember going back and I was in high school. I remember this story. I was in high school. And a reporter, I've said this before, and a reporter came up to me, it was like a TV news, and a reporter came up to me and said, hey, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, mind you, at this point, I'm probably a sophomore, I'm about 15 years old. I'm on JV, I'm on the JV squad. Did I move up to varsity? I think I was in varsity squad because we had nobody. It was just like a terrible team. So I was on varsity, first real year on varsity. I was about 140 pounds, 6'4", maybe, really slim. I'm already slim built, but I'm really, no muscle tone. Just slinky and lanky, just, you see the thing that be waving in the car dealership, that was me. The wind blow, I'm blowing with the wind. I blow with the wind. It was just, I'm all over the place. I ain't got nothing. My book bag go this way, I'm going this way, I'm tipping over because I ain't got no weight on me. I ain't got no strength up under me. I ain't got my legs up under me. You know? However, they asked me, what do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, playing pro basketball. I either said the NBA or playing pro basketball. I know it's pro basketball. Pro basketball. And at that moment, a guy walked right by me who was trying to be on the team and didn't make it on the team. And he walked right by me. And he heard the comment. He heard it. And he just said, and I remember, I still remember there's going to be those moments in your life where it's like etched in your brain, the type of things that you would just never forget. Something somebody said, something that happened, that was one of those moments that was etched into my brain. That moment was etched into my brain, and it was just like, I could still see him just walking right by. I could see the person. I can't remember if it was a girl. I think it was a girl. I can't remember what she looked like. I just remember seeing her having a mic. And I remember just asking me, and I was like this with my bag. And he was just walking right by. He heard it right as she said in that answer. And he turned around and was like, and I just turned and looked at him like, of all people in the world, you gonna be somebody to say something, I know you can. But that was I still remember that motivation. So I always knew what I wanted. I always knew what I wanted, no matter what. Those hating, boy. I just stayed continuously on my process, on my growth. And at that moment, I didn't believe that I would ever, not that I didn't want to believe that I was going to be a pro. I know I would, even though I couldn't see it at the moment. I saw it in my mind. I seen it in my mind. I knew that's where I was going to be. You know? So in the moment, it may not seem like, even to other people, they're like, no way. There is no way that you're going to be what you say that you're going to be, because they can't see it, because they can't see inside your brain. They can't see your visions. They can't see what was given to you. They can't see the legacy you built in your mind. No one can see that but you. So when they hear it, they knock you for it, because they're not able to think as big and as great as you are, to think that you're a pro one day. To see yourself that even in your current circumstance, my first year on varsity, I'm 140 pounds, 130 pounds. I probably averaged like 7 points on junior varsity the year before. I'm coming in, I'm just raw, just running around, just whatever. But I see myself as a pro. Everything around me was telling me there's no way you will ever be a pro. Everything around me. I'm talking about when I was at home, I'm trying to go to practice. I can't get no ride from practice. I'm like 6 miles. No, I'm tripping. 10 miles away from the gym. 10, 12 miles. My peoples ain't giving me no ride. my mom and her ex-husband, basketball. Care about no basketball? Why? Because no one has ever seen it before. You was just a little tall, skinny. You better go in there and clean them dishes. Talking about some basketball. They didn't see it. They didn't see it. My dad saw it. Because my dad played pro. He was a pro soccer player. He seen it. He know. He had his vision. He seen what happened. He seen coming from nowhere. He seen not being able to do, and what everybody's telling him that he was not going to be. He was a part of the first. He created the first soccer national team in Bahamas. He was that good, and he had the vision. He passed that vision down to me, and I hope this vision allows you guys to see if someone before you didn't see in their vision one day of where they're going to be, and you have not seen somebody, and you hear this vision that you see for yourself will come to pass. You just have to keep going, because a lot of times you just don't see it in the moment. We cannot see it in the moment. The things that we're seeing in our brain, like I see it, it's here for a reason. I think about it, like I know. So how? But I don't. It's my current state. I don't see it. No one's telling me that I'm going to be able to get that one day. It just seems like it would never happen. It always seems like it would never happen because we can't see. We're only looking with our physical eyes at the current things that are in front of us. And the most important thing to all our dreams, to becoming a pro, to achieving whatever it is that we even want to achieve in life, it all comes down to what we see up here, what we see in our mind. We have to see it first. I know every day I'm constantly trying to get more in tune with the visions that I see in my head for myself and continuously work towards that. I see a podcast studio. I see the setup. I'm in a nice comfortable chair. You know, I got the lights like a bluish. I can see it. I can see myself in the room. I can see the studio. I can see me just chilling. I can see Filet on there. I can see Brittany Griner on there. I can see Dwight on there. I can see Mike Beasley on there. I can see Big Deuce on there. I can see me just chopping up with random players all over the world who never thought that they would ever, like, everyone who plays this game, when they be in it so long, they just want to be able to talk about what's going on, because it's such a weird, it's such a crazy journey, because you get to experience so many different lives and situations. You're having relationships with different people and different cultures, and then you got to go do it with a whole different person in a different culture on the other side of the world. Like Big Deuce, for example, he was in Iraq building relationships over there 3-4 months. Now he's getting in tune with people who's never been outside of Iraq, don't know no other culture. Then he has to go literally other side of the world and come to Chile, and now he's trying to understand Chileans and their ways and their cultures. That type of up and down, different cultural experiences in life is really amazing. It's really amazing. And you have to have your mindset open to that. And so I go back to what I was able to see in my head. Like, sometimes you just don't always be able to see everything at the time. But like I said, I like to go into meditation and visualization, and I take time out. For me, I go every morning and I just take time out to just continuously picturing the vision, continuously picturing it and seeing it, making it real. What you focus on grows. I focus on being a pro one day. I focus on having a podcast studio and network and building this out into a network. I seen the lights. I seen the microphone. I seen the camera. I want that camera. I like that light. Oh, I like this microphone. Oh, this is a new setting that can help me. And that's continuously kept growing. One step at a time. One step at a time. One video at a time. One edit at a time. And that's the crazy thing about it. As we're going, people start to see, like, the people who actually are paying attention and who are inspired by you because we talk a lot about our haters, but there are a lot of people who, the reason most people grow and become who they are and they're full is because they do have a lot more people that are rooting for you than those that aren't. That's how you're able to grow. That's how that helps you grow, because I know, and when I focus on the people who've been saying, man, keep going, man, I like your stuff, man, you've helped me, man, you've inspired me, man, you've done this for me. There are those who are looking at you for inspiration. I knew I had a calling on my life when I was able to win 7 championships. Why? Even before that, when I was winning a lot of championships, when I was at like 5, I said, something's up. 6, I'm like, something's up. There's no way, because there's maybe in my career I probably met 3 people who've got more than me. Me personally, I've only met like 3 people, 3 or 4 out of how many players there are. That includes local players in that country. So you're talking about hundreds and thousands of players from, I've been in 18 different countries. So how many players have I ran against, like locals and imports? And I've only could off the bat just really think of 3, 4 maybe, one hand with me included. I said, okay, I got something. There's something more to me than just this basketball thing. There's something more that I need to be doing. And I need to go inside my mind and see it. I see it. Taking time to go in and really focus on what it is that you want daily. I write down what I want daily. I write down my goals daily. I'm making it as clear as possible, because people are not going to see it. And if sometimes you get a glimpse of it and you do not capture it, it will go. It will like just float away. I think it's called like law of diminishing return or something like that. Don't quote me. It's something like that. It's basically saying that if an idea or something comes to you, a vision, something you see, if you don't write it down, if you don't act upon it, it's going to just float away to someone else. It's going to float away to someone else because you did not act fast enough. Act. A sense of urgency. Move. Get something done. Do something. Get on your horse. Time. Energy. Just burn energy. My goodness. Make a move. Do something. I can just only say that for me. Like this. For me, I understand certain people, some people like to move at their own speed. They like to do things when they want to do it. How they do it slow. I understand that. But they have, I don't know. And don't let me say but. I also believe that you have to have a sense of urgency in life. You have to have some type of sense of aggression to attack and go at life. You cannot sit back and wait for it to come to you and everything that you want to come to you without any action acquired to it. There has to be some type of forceful action behind getting what I want out of life. If I want to be a pro, I got to get up and work harder. I got to do more. I got to learn more. Because I just don't want to make it and don't even do anything. Oh, I made it 1 year and now I got paid $1,000 a month for 4 months or 3 months and then I'm done. What's the point? If that's cool with you, cool. But if you're looking, I'm talking to the people who want to have a career and we're going to maximize this thing. We're going to maximize this thing together. This is real time, me maximizing my life in overseas basketball for, as an example, how you can do yours as well. Just an example. No faking, I'm having this and no, this is real. A lot of guys come and put on like, oh yeah, I'm staying in this mansion and I'm doing this and I'm... No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's nice though, I ain't gonna lie. It's nice. I got a nice little apartment. I set up in the corner. I get my lights. I get everything going. I'm in a great situation because I've worked towards this situation. But don't let everybody just make it seem like, oh no, it's just all mansion and 5-star dinners all day and people are just serving you and you just hit a call up and the dietitian and nutrition just come up and big dude's been waiting on for a microwave for 3 months, 2 months. A microwave. And we won 9 in a row. And we was winning. I'm going to keep it real with you. So but you have to have that sense of urgency. You have to have that sense of urgency and like, okay, I'm bouncing, I'm ready to get something done. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to grow. Like, the growth process is going to happen the more you put into it. So, like now, I put a lot, sometimes I look at my videos and I say, man, I didn't put up over 2,000 videos, man. I put a lot of work into it. Why am I not getting this? Why am I not? You're growing your mental capacity. I'm looking at exterior situations and not saying, why am I not? No, it's about the internal growth that I'm having in my mind every single day as I am doing the work that is necessary. When you do the work, you validate the vision and the dream that you have in your head. You validate exactly what you're saying and you're thinking about yourself. I see myself having a studio. I see myself having a network. So what do? I get up every single day and I work on this thing and I make sure that I go get me a camera and I go get me a light and I go get me this and I do that, because the work that you put in validates the dream and the vision that you see. I'm going to say that one more time. The work you put in validates the vision or dream that you seek. The work validates that. We got a rookie guy on our team right now. And he wants to get better. He has the opportunity and potential to get better because he's around 3 people that are constantly talking to him about what you need to do to get better, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, and do that. So he's getting a lot of information. And I told him, I said, you know what your problem is, why you lack confidence, why you can't see yourself making a lot of money, why you can't see yourself as bigger than what you can be, because you're not putting enough work in. If I say I want to win 20 championships, the work that I do has to validate what I say I believe in. I have to be running. I have to be doing extra weights. I have to be taking care of my body. I got to be watching what I'm eating. I got to sacrifice something. I have to do more than just, I'm going to go hit the gym today and get some shots up and I'm going to go to practice. It has to be work no one knows about. It has to be enough work to make you believe deeper. That's where the work comes in. I believe I'm going to be a pro. So you know what? I'm going to put the work in that a pro would put in, because that is what I am seeing for myself. Whatever it is that you do, people don't normally have to look at you and say, hey, I don't get asked, am I a basketball player? They can just see it. People know how good I am because of the way I work in the gym. They can look at my body and say, you know what, I can tell exactly the type of person that you are. My aunt, when I was staying with my aunt in the summer, and my aunt is the pastor of my church, and she was talking about discipline, and she's like, there's one thing I know about a person who wants something, and she used me as an example, and she's like, Arnold is a perfect example of what he says he wants, because he gets up and goes to the weight room every single day. The work that I put in validates what I want. I want to have longevity. I want to improve my game. I want to improve my body. So I am going to get up every single day and I'm going to put 2 hours in the weight room in the summertime to really understand my body needs to be strong and durable to survive long enough so I can reap all the benefits that comes from being an overseas basketball player. Or why everybody has their own way. For me, that's mine. 2 hours early in the morning, 2 hours when I wake up to go to the weight room. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah, I think I can do that. Because I see myself having a long career. I see myself winning 15, 20 championships in my career. But I have to be strong enough for that. I understand my body. I'm a vegetarian, or whatever you want to call it. I don't eat meat or fish or nothing like that. So, and I play in the post. I'm a small forward, power forward. I'm going to be banging with a lot of big dudes, grabbing rebounds, fighting, setting screens. I have to be durable. I have to be strong. So I need to be inside the weight room 2 times for 2 hours a day, 6 days out of the week. I'm giving up something for something else, but that doesn't mean I can ignore it. I have to compensate for that. I have to be ready for that. I have to put the work in for that. I have to put the work in to validate exactly what I say that I want out of my life. If you want something, you have to start doing the work. There has to be a sense of urgency behind that. You cannot just say, I want something, and sit back and let life do it for you. Get up. It drives me to know that whatever it is I said that I want, whatever it is I know that I'm going to be doing in my life, I'm going to put the work in to make sure that happens. And I don't have, that eradicates the worry, the doubts. We're getting ready for these playoffs, and my teammates like, I don't think you're taking the opponent pretty serious. I don't think you're taking them serious enough. Jerry, I love you, but I don't know. I think you forgot who I am. I think you forgot that I put this work in to take away all doubt in my beliefs and what I can have and whatever happens. Why would I be worried about an opponent when the work that I put in to be better than everybody I step on the court with, to be the best version of myself? If I continuously work on being the best version of myself as a basketball player, what more do I have to worry about? I don't have to worry about no other team, no other opponent, no other person, because it's all a battle within. It's all a 1v1 battle with you versus yourself. Did you get yourself better today? The only way you can be prepared for every person that you ever step in front of is you preparing yourself every single day to be better than you were yesterday. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you are preparing to be better than yourself every single day, it does not matter who steps in front of you, because there is no one else that you can be better than yourself. That is the ultimate journey. Listen, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the show. I'm constantly growing, switching, changing things up. You might have catch one episode here and caught another one at this point. But we just go on with it. We're growing with it, man. If anybody that you know want to play basketball one day and play professional overseas basketball, man, I got a book. Check out my book. It's in the bio. 6 must-have traits to become an overseas basketball player. Y'all check out that book. Pass it along. It's going to just get you right, get you in the mindset, tell you what you need to start this career and just maximize in this career. Get you going the right way. What I wish I would have known. I got you right the right way. I always get these book ideas. What I wish I would have known about overseas basketball. I need to write that book. Anyways, man, remember, greatness is a habit, not a right. That's all I got for this episode. Till next time. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.